Streaming live across the globe to nerds around the nation. Everything Noob starts now.
Welcome to the show, episode 14 of the Everything Noob podcast, where we're all losing our minds.
He's making googly eyes.
Tonight,
I'm losing my mind over how excited I am to be here.
Tonight we have on the show Jemmy.
Hi.
Boombody. He doesn't talk when I introduce him.
Oh, that's right. Hello.
Yes. Drew, once again.
Good to be back.
Welcome back. And Lito.
Thanks.
There's always that Lito guy.
Hello.
Lito at the end of the line.
Tonight we talk about something that Jemmy hates and everyone else loves. Jemmy hates American freedom, according to Drew.
America.
Yep.
And the whole chat is going to be super angry when
It's
I say
always
the
the world
topic.
against me.
You started this.
I'm sorry, I don't like it. Okay. No, I'm
I
just
knew
not
it.
excited.
All
It's
right.
going to be a good show then.
The topic tonight, against Jemmy's will, is SimCity.
Oh,
Yay!
Set to
Yay.
likely release March. What is it? March 3rd?
4th.
4th.
That is my birthday.
Wow.
I may have to go buy it on principle.
There you go.
Maybe.
Or maybe somebody can buy it for you.
That's a good
Hey.
man.
Wish list.
Check it on Steam.
Will it
So
be
to
on
all
Steam?
our loyal subscribers, Drew loves
What?
SimCity.
Well, no,
Oh,
EA's
no, it's
pulled a
on
lot of
Origin.
games from Steam.
Yeah, because of Origin.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's another topic. Oh, we'll bring it up. Don't worry about it. I'll bring it up.
That'll be coming later.
Oh, man.
Oh man, that's funny.
So did IGN get a hold of it, or what's the deal?
Yes.
Like,
IGN
Okay.
got it for like 6 hours. One guy at IGN got it for like 6 hours, and he's raving over it. And I
Wow.
was watching all these trailers and stuff, and really in-depth like first looks. It looks awesome.
Mhm.
I think the most
Cool.
notable change is the multiplayer.
There's
Oh
multiplayer?
yes, yes,
Why,
it does.
How do you multiplayer that?
Each
Well,
person can have their own city. It's awesome.
Yeah, you have a region, right? And there's plots where a city can go. And then you can take them all. You can use, like, you can make one plot just an industrial city that powers your main city, stuff like that. Or your friend can pop on and be like, hey, what are you doing? Like, can I build a city near you? Like, yeah, sure. And then you can support each other's cities. So that person
Kind
can
of
run
like
the power.
Farmville.
Yeah, like, except better. And less
Yeah,
stupid.
of course.
all the best parts of Farmville, none of the farming.
None of the farming. Thank God.
But doesn't that mean you have to have friends?
Click here to give me
Yeah.
5 minutes.
That
So-
means you have to have friends.
So is this an MMO? Because it seems like that format would lend itself really well to like just a whole planet where everybody's playing and everyone's building cities.
Oh, that would be so cool. I don't know if it mentioned that.
There's a leaderboard. It didn't. I'm sure it says somewhere how big the regions can go, but I think it's just kind of like if I were to start a region and invite all of you guys to be people who build in that region, or if you see me if I'm like your friend online, you can message me, hey, can I build a city near you, and I can invite you in there.
Okay.
So really, we're just going to be,
Kinda like-
of us 5, it'll just be, we'll be playing with each other if we all get it.
Yes.
So yeah, somebody will probably host the virtual
Session.
server or whatever.
We'll have to get a virtual
Everybody
server.
can get on.
Yeah, we'll have to get a virtual server.
Something.
I don't
City
think I
runs
didn't say that.
24/7 like a real city.
So
Yeah,
we'll
that'd
have
be kinda
cities
cool.
in the great state of Noobville.
Noobville. Oh, see? Wait, a city in Noobville?
There's your server name right there.
Noobville.
My city's just going to be poverty-stricken.
Aw.
I'm building Mesopotamia.
There will be
Jemmy
no
City will
advancement.
supply all the homeless people for the rest of the cities.
Exactly.
And I will build an army and take over, and all will
Just
all will be under the
sewage
banner of
everywhere.
Mesopotamia.
Her city is like
Dictator
20
Boombody.
churches where homeless people stay, and then a sewage plant.
Welcome to Jemmyville, #1 exporter of homeless people.
That sounds like my
transit,
town.
sewage.
Ew.
The labor workers for you guys.
Yeah.
They're all hanging outside
There
Home
we go.
Depot.
You know, we
All
all
right,
need
enough
orange
of
pickers.
that.
I've read a little bit about the closed beta on this, and some people were obviously complaining about Origin because they had to, even though it was beta, they still had to download Origin and be a part of Origin and all that good stuff. And people were having problems logging in, and this is all just for the closed beta, and they were just having some issues with that. And then eventually it all kind of got resolved, but just, typical Origin stuff.
Bureaucratic stuff. So this is how out of the loop I am. Is Origin just kind of like EA's version of Steam, or
kind of
their online thing?
Except it's just EA on there. So
only EA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's their own fenced garden.
But
a little
from what I
overconfident.
understand, they've been putting out games, but they've been selling games, but the games weren't complete, and so you had to buy downloadable content to complete your game. So basically, you think you get the whole game, you start playing, you realize, oh, I need this downloadable content to continue this thing, and so they're real popular for that, and people are kind of up in arms about it.
Well, yeah.
But yeah, so
I understand when something's free to play. Yeah.
Yeah,
when something's free to play.
Like, for instance, I've got the Sims 3. If Origin isn't working, I can't access my Sims. I guess there is a way to do it, but, I mean, the first thing that happens is you log into Origin. And so it's a single-player game, and I'd like to play my game. I don't want to log into something to play a single-player game.
Yeah,
so,
well, I mean, Blizzard's been doing that for a long time. I mean, you can't play StarCraft 2.
Yeah. That's why if you want DRM free, you go to GOG.com.
But with
Everything
Blizzard,
new.
GOG, good old
Promoting
games
piracy.
Well, no, not piracy. GOG and Gamersgate are DRM free sites.
Oh, okay.
You buy a game and it is legitimately DRM free.
Oh.
I think the biggest some of the major titles that have come to GOG have been things like Torchlight. But all your old Ultimas, all your older games that quote unquote developers don't give a about, they've already made their money on it, are getting put to GOG. And I mean, you take $60 that you'd spend on a new game, or $50 that you spend on a new game, and get 5, 6, 7 games on GOG. I mean, I think they're even getting BioShock.
But they don't have SimCity.
No.
Yeah, we want SimCity. SimCity is the game right now that I want.
Is even before my time. I mean, I know people who've told me I hate video games. I don't play them. That's stupid. I have other things to do. And then they'll say the only game I've ever played is SimCity. I know so many people like that.
How did that happen?
I don't know.
I remember back when it was DOS. We just played on a DOS system.
Yep.
The Sims
I don't remember
first
that.
one.
I miss Oregon Trail.
I've got such fond memories of all the not expansions, but the other games that you could load your city file onto, like SimCity Racer and stuff like that, and you could actually drive through your own city.
Oh wow,
those are my fondest memories.
My fondest sim memory is Sim Tower.
Oh, Sim Tower was good too.
Sim Tower was my favorite sim because it wasn't too much BS to have to deal with.
That's true.
Well,
what was
all
the
you had to
jungle
do
one?
was make sure there was jungle, Sim Jungle or whatever.
Yeah, Sim Safari or whatever it was.
Safari, you have to like balance ecosystems and whatnot. I'm like, no, let all the animals die.
Let the cheetah kill everybody.
Let the jaguar reign supreme.
What I like about this new Sim City is, if you remember Sim City 4, it almost was like The Sims, because it had the little floatable over all the objects. It had the little what do you call that, gem that was floating over people's heads in Sims, and it was almost kind of the same thing. It was like it was Sim City, but you were playing. It almost looked like The Sims. And now with Sim City, this new Sim City, they've kind of got their own. It's got its own GUI now, I think. It's kind of
GUI
separated
looks
from
gorgeous, though.
Yeah,
I'm really
it is.
excited about it. They made it really organized. My biggest problem with any SimCity game I've played that was supposedly newer and better, and when EA totally took over and kicked Maxis out, I couldn't figure it out at all. Like I couldn't even get pipes laid down for the water system. Like it was a mess. 2 seconds in, I'm like, nope, sorry, I'll play anything else. And
yeah.
GUI in this is gorgeous.
It's
which
great.
kind of negates from all the BS that I remember from the SimCity games I've played, because I haven't played any of the classic good ones by Maxis. I played all the ones afterwards, and they were terrible and stupid.
Have any of you played Cities XL?
No, I know it's kind of like the same thing, sort of.
I mean, it's a city sim, or a world sim, or whatever. I played Anno 2077, which is pretty good. It's all about micromanaging and like bringing like mine here and send it to that factory, and that factory makes metal, and you send it to this factory and turn it into guns, and this factory turns it into bullets. And if you send the guns and the bullets to the same place, to another place, you can get like security people and weapons and.
Do they start wars with each other? They get pissed off.
No, to trade.
Sounds like an RCS with more micromanagement.
It's a micromanage 4X, because you can like farm from it's literally taking things, farming them, and it's I've only played the economy version, the economy stuff without all the war stuff. There is a combat stuff in it. It kind of reminds me of the older the play style, as far as the combat style stuff, kind of reminds me like the old Command and Conquers.
Oh, okay.
Where the combat's a little bit slower, and really when you put all the resource management stuff in, it's more important to keep your cities happy and continuously upgrade with the same, like it's all island based, and so you're continuously upgrading an island, having to figure out what to take out, what to put in, leaving room to put in like big attractions and new factories and new plants and new homes and new power sources. It's Anno 2077 is pretty good. I'd recommend checking it out if you like the city sims and kind of stuff.
What I've always liked about SimCity though is its simplicity without being too simple. There was just enough in there to it's like some of these sim games where when you build a building, it still kind of takes some time for the building to build, but it usually just kind of appears, but there's still time that it takes for the building to progress and build. Whereas in some of the games that are more difficult or whatever, you put up a wall, and then you put another wall, and then another wall, and finally it becomes a building. Whereas in SimCity, it was a little bit more. It's more simple, but without being too simple, and it made it much more enjoyable, I think, to see that building.
Right. I always felt like establishing things was pretty easy. It was just a question of maintenance. That's where the real challenge was. Well, if your city gets too big, you need to build another power plant. But the act of building the power plant wasn't difficult.
It was simple. Right. Exactly.
As long as you could afford it. I was always just in debt to the whole gaming world in that game.
Then you
I need to borrow more money.
That's when you get mods or you use cheat codes or stuff.
I know.
Give yourself some more money.
That was pre-cheat code for me. I wasn't familiar with the concept.
Yeah, but yeah. So SimCity is I think it's gonna be an awesome game. It's definite 200% improvement from the last SimCity.
What are the weather patterns that'll destroy your city?
They're similar. There's meteor showers. There's tornadoes.
Tornadoes, yes.
Do they have the flood still?
I think I didn't see that in the video I watched, but he didn't really cover that. He just said, "Oh, look, this person who's building next to me built a fire station, and I don't have one yet. So this is cool because he can help me put out a fire. So let's try this." And he struck a neighborhood with a meteor, and it blew up all these houses, and fire was everywhere. And then his fire trucks from the other city came rushing over to help because he didn't have any fire station.
Wow.
And you gotta be smart where you place stuff. So if you place a water tower next to a power plant, you're going to get polluted water very quickly. And then the polluted water will go through the houses, and then people will get sick, and then you'll have to deal with that.
Everybody dies.
There'll be a mass, black plague in SimCity.
Sounds like the perfect SimCity to me.
And Mesopotamia reigns supreme.
Plague edition.
And then
yeah.
The thing I really liked, going back to what Lito was saying about being simple but complex, is this guy I was watching. He's trying to make. I was watching videos by the lead developer, and he's trying to make a casino city, like a casino empire. And
I saw that one too.
yeah,
Yes.
so he has his casinos, and he said, I can add different things to these casinos to get them more money, and each one has a different benefit, like an upside and a downside. So he can add a stage for celebrities to do shows there, and that could be more foot traffic. He can add, what was the other one? He added hotels to it, and he said this way people won't have, more people are going to come in and stay the night, and that way he has more money coming. It's just different benefits, and that's really cool.
But remember the consequences?
No.
The power went out all
Oh, yeah,
over
yeah.
the
He
place.
added
So
the
he had to
hotels,
go.
and the city...
It was awesome. Then he had to go over and build a power plant.
And
so
traffic was building up like the instant the power went out. It was crazy.
yeah, it was perfect. It was just like the real thing. So it was kind of neat. I like it.
So he.
I like how you can zoom in too, and you can see things close up.
Oh yeah, they did an excellent job on the graphics. It kept it cartoony enough to be appealing to the eye, but high def enough to be detailed and interesting.
Yes.
You didn't want like dirty, gritty streets like
No,
reality?
Like no, it reminds me of what was it? SimCity 4 or whatever SimCity I have was really dull looking. I can't really describe it, but some of the other ones are really dull.
Yeah.
And I didn't like that. Not one bit.
Well, they have heard your complaints.
They've heard it, and now I think it's all thanks to Maxis. Maxis knows what they're doing, and I know they're still under EA, but I'm sure they're not happy about it either.
Maybe Maxis will make the next The Sims. So like the fourth one will go back to.
I hope so.
I hope they go back.
EA doesn't give
Maxis
things
do
up
it.
though.
Well, they give up some
They
city.
own Maxis.
Yeah.
So they could just let them take control of the project.
Was SimCity 3 still Maxis to some degree?
No, I
Because
don't think
it looked just like
I
the
doubt
other
it.
ones. I have it. It's up here. Can try to get it.
User resources, Vortak.
Yes.
Jeez.
Use the force. It just says EA all
Aren't you
over
using
it.
your other monitors for anything?
I have other monitors. I have it in my hand. I have the actual box.
Ah.
But
You gotta get Dragon Talk software, so whatever you're talking about, Google automatically searches for it. Like I do.
That actually would be
that would
awesome.
really help the show
Mesopotamia.
notes.
That would.
Mesopotamia. There we go.
Oh, you just 5 billion tabs open though.
I have to. When I actually do the show notes, I actually have a ton of tabs open when I'm linking to everything. It's a mess.
That's cool.
But no, that excited me. I liked the detail you can add. He checked his crime, and there was graffiti all over the walls of stuff because around the casinos attract a lot of crime. He's like, oh, this isn't good. You know, it's really there's a lot of crime here in the police stations at the other side of town.
Paper flowing around in the streets and stuff.
The graffiti said "Warriors" on the side of one of the buildings.
So that's a
Come
gang.
out to play.
So now you got the police fighting a gang, trying to get the gang out of the town.
Yeah,
it's
he
just-
built this epic
it's
police
cool.
station after that with like a helicopter and a tower and stuff, so they could, a helicopter to expand the radius, and the tower was to monitor the crime better, and all of it was super expensive. But
That's cool. And what's so cool is you can look at each individual sim in there and see what they're doing. Oh, this one's going to work.
And you can search for
Or-
them too.
Yeah. This one's, this one's not feeling well. Maybe I need to.
Where's
I would-
Bob? He's my favorite.
I would name someone and write it down what I named them so I could search for them later and see. And it always happens that they would always die or something.
always strike
Yeah.
their house with all the disasters.
See,
Oh, that's just
Just to see how much
terrible.
they can take.
with the Sims, it was like you had to micromanage a character, or a couple characters, or however many characters you've decided to create.
That's why I just like to kill
Whereas
them.
in this, you don't have to mess with the Sims at all. Your main point is you're like the mayor of a city,
Yeah.
and so you have to make everything so that your Sims are happy. But you don't have to do anything with the Sims to do any, to
To do
increase their
anything.
happiness. Yeah, you
That's
don't have
good.
to. In other words, you don't have to move them around. You don't have to, like in the Sims, you gotta kind of make sure that they go to the bathroom. They don't pee on the
Now
floor.
you need to build the bathroom.
You don't want to
Now you
handhold someone into the bathroom?
Yes.
And show them that they need to tinkle?
I mean, that's fun and everything, but I like the city. I love this. I've always liked SimCity. It's always cool. So
Yeah, this will be.
I'm looking forward to it.
I'll have to be streaming this
Yeah.
game. It's going to be one of those ones that I just can't put down. And I have enough games to not put down.
And
always
thanks
thought-
to the Sims, I've got Origin already installed, so I don't have to worry about it.
And some crazy games are going to be coming out soon. So,
BioShock Infinite?
Oh my gosh.
Aliens, Colonial Marines.
Oh yeah,
2 weeks, baby.
man,
It's gonna be awesome.
it is awesome.
And then you got Sim Hobbits.
What?
Sim Hobbits?
What are you?
You are making that up.
No. That's
that
a
would be kind
lie.
of cool. That would be kind of cool.
That would be kind of cool.
No.
Here's what I want to know, right? Like, all right, I'm gonna slide off topic here for a little bit. All right, so as Hobbit, if you're a Hobbit, what do you do?
Eat all day.
All right,
Smoke
where do
and
you get the
drink
money? Where do you get the money to get the food?
You farm, I guess.
Ah, but there's only like 3 farmers in the whole Shire. What did Bilbo?
Yeah.
What did Bilbo do? But what did Bilbo do before he went on his adventure? He was a hobbit. He had his doilies and his fine china. I mean, that's all he had.
Sell your fine china? Or
He
So what do
did
you
it for
say?
He loved
That
it.
hobbits are like lazy bums?
I guess so. I mean, I don't
Well,
know where do
he's
they
gotta
where do they
comb
get
his
their-
feet.
I mean, where does it come from? Is it a magical utopian world where you just sit around and eat and smoke all day? Because if there's that place, I don't want to go there. Because I love their houses.
It's just a circle.
Doorknob in the middle.
Have you
really
not
cool.
seen the layout, the floor plan for the house? Google it. It's
No,
really
I've seen that, but like the hallways.
the
and stuff
door
are
is a
just
circle.
a
Yeah,
circle.
it's well, not all of them, but I mean, yeah, everything's kind of rounded and cylindrical,
Is that because they
Which-
get really
which-
fat and they just have to?
which is more structurally sound. Boom, architecture.
Oh.
That's how they make their money.
What?
They're architects. They're all.
They're not architects. You never see them working. They're just sitting around. Gotta get the second breakfast.
They
Gotta get
just-
the 12th
no.
dinner.
They draw up the plans
And sell
then
'em.
they sell
No,
them.
no, they never talk about that. You got no basis for that.
Because that's boring. Who wants to talk about that in their book?
I mean,
When they can talk about-
Farmer Brown, and the blacksmith, and the wench over at the ale house. They're all fine because they have legitimate stuff. But what is Sam's a
Wait.
gardener? Okay, he's got a job, but Frodo didn't have a job, and Merry and Pippin were just thieves. I mean,
Is the blacksmith okay? Because if the hobbits are just sitting on their asses all day, doesn't that mean no one's
no,
buying
he
anything?
makes tools for the farmer. He makes tools for the
they,
farmer.
They had a tavern, didn't they?
Yeah,
they had a
there were
tavern.
bar
They just
wenches.
had- the bar wench and the owner's fine, but what about? And where do they get all the money to get all the booze? Come on, people.
Maybe everything's free.
Everybody thinks about this stuff.
Travelers!
It's all free.
They're
Come on,
they're
everybody
hoarders.
thinks about this.
They
Hoarders.
just hoard stuff.
And everything
Yeah,
gets
big-
passed down from generation.
They have big
Exactly.
circular bathtubs.
Wait,
where
how
they
do they
can
pass
brew.
down
House and
booze
stuff
after
in
they
the house,
drink
are
it?
made.
food and clothing, and come on, they do not sell their feet here to toupee companies.
I
They
read
brush
that
them.
too.
I'm
That's
like, no, that
disgusting.
doesn't happen.
Maybe orcs consider it an aphrodisiac. You don't know.
I don't know, but I want someone to give me a legitimate answer to the Hobbit.
They're all See,
They write
the
books.
first generation of hobbits were hardworking people, and then they died, and then the next generation just kept all the crap. Like, we just use all this crap, and then they just hoarded everything. And
Yeah.
each generation became less hardworking, and they developed a surplus of crap, and now they're cool.
Because like half the hobbits are fine, the other half are lazy d-bags.
Yes.
There you go.
Lazy D-bag.
Is there some kind of hobbit welfare maybe?
I mean, they go
There's gotta
adventure. Well, only 2 of them went adventuring.
Well, 6 of
But-
them went on an adventure.
Well,
We know about 6. that
Oh
had
yeah,
an
it's in the Lost.
adventure.
Yeah, the Lord of the
'Cause
Rings.
You had the 4, right? You had the 4 from the trilogy,
Right.
or from the or should I say the original trilogy now? Because Steve Jackson's got to make another GD trilogy. And then you had Bilbo, and then you had Bilbo's uncle who slayed an orc, and he was big enough to ride a normal sized pony.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm lost.
All
on
right,
this.
so this went from SimCity to
to
I just
Hobbitville.
want to know.
Sim Hobbit.
I just want to know how they make a living.
Yeah.
How does the non-farmer,
If the
Yeah,
book,
I mean,
if the book is
Probably
like
sell all
only,
their pipeweed.
how long would it take you to
Well,
read
yeah,
that
they
book?
all have to grow their own pipeweeds.
There you go.
That's not a big cost. You grow your own pipeweed, you're fine.
Maybe they sell the pipeweed.
How many hours would you say it would take to read one book, like just from start to finish?
Like 9 hours, 12 hours.
The Hobbit's
Yeah,
thick.
I mean-
It's like,
No, it's not. The Hobbit's short.
Hobbit's
That's like a
short.
one-day read.
The Hobbit is like
for you.
No, legit. Okay. If you take reading it out loud is the same length as say an audiobook because it's the book read out loud. So you figure
Commercials.
no commercials in an audiobook.
I know.
You're talking about
Not
the moving
yet.
pictures. You're talking about
Not
the moving
yet.
pictures. You're talking about the moving pictures there.
Moving pictures.
They didn't
But
have
I
commercials
don't know,
on
like
cable
9,
either at one
12
time.
hours, something like that. 9 or 12 hours.
Okay, so in 9 or 12, like, do you really think you'll go through a lifetime supplies in 9 or 12 hours?
I'm just saying. But they're not like. I was born yesterday, and now I adventure. There were many
But they
years
were.
before that happened.
The author wrote them, and then they were born.
Well, okay, I'm not gonna.
Well, the Hobbit is
If you're gonna be
actually
childish about it, I'm not gonna continue this.
the Hobbit is actually a halfling, right?
Well,
Yes.
they're halfling-like.
So they're part elf, part
No,
dwarf,
No, not in Lord of the
or part.
Rings.
not in Lord of the Rings.
No, or Middle Earth.
Not
Sorry.
in Middle Earth. Not in Middle Earth.
Well, because what I was gonna say was the dwarf fortress was destroyed, and so
Which one?
in the Hobbit.
You talking
Did I
about
just blow the whole story?
The Lonely Mountain.
Yeah,
You mean Erebor, the Lonely Mountain?
Yeah, the
Okay,
whole
that's
mountain.
that's one of like the 7 or something.
So they all had to kind of go and then all of a sudden
there was more than Moria and Erebor. There was the Blue Mountains. There was there's like 4 others that are not mentioned.
Someone in chat
They're alluded to, but they're
said,
not mentioned.
someone in chat said, Hobbits make all their money from the movies.
Brilliant.
Yeah. There you
Perfect.
go.
It's true.
But
That
aside,
kind of looks like a Hobbit.
getting off of the nerd fantasy. Sorry, I think about that kind of stuff like when I'm randomly playing
Hobbit
games.
Sims.
How
That's the first expansion pack.
like the Hobbits. Like how does the Hobbit?
Hey, EA could cash
You
in
don't
on
see
that.
They don't have a trade. Most Hobbits don't have trades. So how do they survive?
Yeah.
They drink their own piss.
I mean, did you not see? You watched
They
the
comb each other's
Hobbit
feet.
movie. Did you not see that pantry? That
I-
pantry doesn't just stay that way. Like some of the cheeses and some of the dried meats and some of the stuff. I mean, like a lot of that stuff has to be replaced pretty regularly. Just saying.
You
Yeah,
lost me.
like,
I
well,
still need to
when
watch
you
this
were-
stuff.
Yeah, when you watch The Hobbit, you'll see he had tons of food.
Tons of food.
Mhm.
And like food goes bad, especially without refrigeration. I mean, that's
And
in
he
the
was-
cellar where it's coolest, but
And he was actually mad because
He was
everybody
mad.
was eating his food.
Oh yeah, because all the dwarves were eating his.
All the dwarves-
All of his food. It's like he had so much food, it lasted him 20 years.
well,
If you
no,
could
I
preserve
mean,
it that
I
long.
don't care. Yeah, like the only things that would have stayed preserved is some of the hard cheeses, if the rinds aren't broken, and some of the cured meats would last a while. But like all the fruits and vegetables in there, no, anyway.
They eat so many meals a day, it probably
All
wouldn't
right,
be an
that's,
issue.
where does the money come from? Where does the money come from? Because they're not all farmers. That's my point.
Oh my goodness. Okay, ready for Mad Libs?
Yes.
Yes.
Let's do a rough transition to Mad Libs here. I have 2, one kind of short one kind of long one. So we'll go in
Okay.
order of presents, starting with Jemmy.
Okay. Lay it
like,
down on
ugh.
me. What do I need?
You need a verb, bro.
Picking.
Picking.
Or picked.
Picked.
Or pick.
Pick?
Yeah.
Oh my
Pick
god.
is probably the one.
Noun.
Whichever's correct.
Hobbit.
Hobbit. Nice. I need from Drew name of drink.
Manhattan.
Manhattan. Oh boy, Lido, a famous person.
Famous person. I don't know. Katy Perry? Because we talked about her. You famous? She's famous, isn't
I
she?
need a plural
Yes.
animal. She's relevant.
Plural
a little bit.
animal. Oh, horses.
Horses. Horses. Come on. Horses. Oh boy, the name of a nut. Boombody.
Brazil.
Brazil. Okay, a noun.
You ever notice that I overthink things?
It happens a lot. Desperately look around the room.
No, he said book.
I said book.
Oh, I didn't hear you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'm sorry. Verb ending in ed.
What? A verb ending in ed. How about crouched?
Crouched. You always go for crouched.
I just.
What are you saying, Lido?
I'm trying to come up with something different than jumped because that was what was in my
Going
mind.
around.
He likes to be low to the ground in case of earthquakes.
A verb.
Or fires. Or incidental house fires.
A verb. Oh. Crawl.
Crawl. All right. I need a place.
Lower to the ground.
Place?
Yes.
Mesopotamia. I love giving you words you can't spell.
I know. Famous
Where's
person.
the Mesopotamians?
David Tennant.
Yes.
He's a famous
He's very
person.
famous. I have no idea who that is, but he's
You
famous.
lie. You lie. You know exactly who
Who is it? Who is it?
It's the 10th Doctor Who? Or wait, was it 9th?
Yeah. Well,
Okay,
I
another
started
guess.
to watch that, and then I've never continued.
He's been in other things too. You know if he's lost face.
Phrase.
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 Phrase. I don't know what it means. Phrase.
Okay, a phrase. Like PHRASE, right?
Yes.
Like a small
Okay,
phrase.
phrase.
Catch.
Or phrase. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Man, that's a tough one. There's.
I could use that. Oh my gosh, that's a tough one.
Oh my gosh, is a phrase.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Oh my god.
His parents are probably idiots too. That comes from a movie.
That's a quote, not a phrase.
That's a quote, huh?
That's
A phrase. What's a?
Oh my gosh.
Turn a
That's,
phrase. Oh my gosh.
I'll
That's
let
what
you
she
like this.
said.
That's what she said. Let's go with
There
that.
you go.
I think that'll work for
Go.
anything this thing throws at me.
All right.
All right.
That's what she said.
I
This
think that'll work. That's a good phrase.
this will be fun.
That's
It's
just-
called the Dirty Martini.
Oh.
Oh man.
Okay. Dirty
Manhattan will
martinis.
fit in there good.
Dirty martinis are a good cocktail while you're on a date. Who can pick a dirty martini? First, get a martini Hobbit. Add Manhattan or Katy Perry. Next, add some horses and some Brazil nuts. Put it in a book and drink. You can also have it crouched. Next, crawl. Or now crawl, sorry. You can also go to Mesopotamia and get one already made. Many celebrities like to drink it, like this drink, including David Tennant. That's what she said.
Jeez.
Oh yeah.
Wow. Oh,
That's good.
somehow that. Yeah.
Number one is a winner.
All right. Well, I picked one a little bit of a longer one because I think it could be pretty funny.
All right.
So we're going to. It's going to be a little bit weird, but it doesn't. I think we'll fill it in just fine. It's nowhere near as bad as that one from a few weeks ago.
So who are we starting with?
We're starting backwards now. Lido, Drew, Bimbadi, Jamie.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
I need a plural noun.
Plural noun
Followed by
will
another
be
plural
tires.
Tires. Okay.
I don't know. This just came to my head.
That's a good one. You'll know why. Drew, plural noun.
Baskets.
Baskets. You looked at a basket. You know he did.
I know he did.
Body, adjective.
Swirly.
Swirly.
Not the action, the adjective.
Okay, a noun.
A ring.
Ring. Okay. Another noun. And then another noun.
Another noun. Box.
Box. Another noun.
How descriptive can the noun be?
As long as it's a noun.
Place or thing.
Naughty lingerie bag.
You have a naughty lingerie bag sitting near you? Hold on.
Oh wait, last week
Hold it.
he said
right
though
there.
that he was using his wife's room, right, or something like that.
Yeah, no, we
Yeah.
just live in a tiny apartment, and so all of our stuff is everywhere.
Including your naughty
Yeah.
lingerie bags.
Yep.
I'm going to put it.
Put it down.
Put it.
This is
He
mine.
ain't scared.
Yep, that'll work.
Okay.
Eat that later.
I need an
Put it
adverb.
down. He ain't scared.
Anyway,
Adverb. Body.
Quickly.
Quickly. I need a verb followed by another verb.
Verb. Oh. Quest.
Quest. Lito, your verb?
jolt.
Jolt.
No.
That's not a verb.
I know. I was thinking jolt like
To jolt.
burst. Like a thrust.
Nice.
Boom.
Okay. I need a plural noun.
Plural noun?
Yes.
Let's see.
Lingerie bags.
I should have saved that one. There are two of them.
Oh my god.
One's edible.
Oh god.
Oh, they don't taste very good.
You gotta get the biscuits and gravy flavor. Larry the Cable Guy talked about that one years ago.
I'm sorry, where are we? Plural noun?
Yep.
Forget Fruit Loops. Go biscuits and gravy.
All right.
Oh my goodness.
Let's go dog treats.
Dog treats.
Dog treat flavored.
He's got a lot of things in his room.
An adjective. We need an adjective. And someone to take control again.
A super body.
Adjective.
Yeah.
Adjective. Sloppy.
Sloppy, yeah. You're telling me. A verb ending in ing. Hold it together. Hold it together, Jimmy.
Sighing.
Sighing. It's red chat. I need a verb.
A verb? Boost.
Boost. Okay. A number.
I'm just trying to come up with something different than run or jump or, you know?
Oh, you're trying to be verbose.
My number is 73.
Gross. Adjective.
Wet.
What? A verb ending in ing. I'm sorry, Drew.
Is it for me?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm like totally brain farting right now. Farting!
Farting. A noun and then another noun.
A noun. Signpost.
Signpost. Another noun.
Cookie tin.
Cookie tin.
Cookie tin.
Okay. Another adjective. I'm learning a little too much about Drew today. You always get the adjectives, I just noticed.
Yeah.
Sandy.
Sandy. Okay, adverb?
I had a good adverb earlier, and now it's gone. Oh.
Slowly.
Yeah. Just go with it.
All right, noun plural?
Noun plural.
Yeah, plural. Well,
Boulders.
boulders. A verb ending in S. We're almost done.
Not Boulders, Colorado.
Suffocates.
Oh my god.
From dirty lingerie bag to suffocate.
Oh, man. Drew, come on.
That's crazy.
Light Rock favorites.
What?
I'm not that guy.
I need a shape.
I don't know who you're talking about.
Katy Perry, right?
A shape?
Pear shape?
What, where are we at here?
You.
Okay. And my word is
Shape. Not Katy Perry is not a shape.
It's just a cut out of her outline.
I will go with dodecahedron.
Wow.
That's a shape, right?
Yes, it is.
Pretty sure it's a shape. It's a three-dimensional shape. But a shape nonetheless.
Yeah, it's a three-dimensional. I think it's 10-sided. I can't even.
Okay, and
Yeah.
finally a noun.
It's a D.
Donut.
Donut. Okay.
Don't.
This one is called Driver's Manual.
Terrific.
Terrific. Okay,
Great.
here we go. Traffic tires, signals, and pavement baskets do not always resolve traffic conflicts. A swirly light, for example, does not resolve the conflict between a ring turning left and at a box, while an oncoming ring is going straight through. It's going to be another weird one. Come on.
One of those ones that somebody just threw together.
Let's see. The right of the naughty lingerie bag rules help resolve these kinds of conflicts. They tell drivers who goes quickly and who must quest in different situations. Now, I have a list of things here. A driver approaching a box must thrust the right of naughty lingerie bag to dog treats already lawfully using the box. Oh, what a mess. If drivers approaching from sloppy directions reach a box at about the same time, a driver sighing must boost to approaching dog treats going straight or sideways.
Wow.
Okay. At a box not controlled by tires or signals, or where 73 more drivers stop at stop tires at the same time, and they are at wet angles of one another. So basically, it's saying all these things. If all these things are a factor, the driver must left thrust to the right of the naughty lingerie bag. To the driver on the right. So basically, this is why everyone in Colorado can't drive. They're reading our manual. Oh my gosh. Okay. A vehicle farting a signpost from a driveway, Cookie Tin Sandy Road, or any other place that is not a signpost must stop and boost right of the naughty lingerie bag. To dog treats on the signpost and to no pedestrian. I'm trying to follow this as best as I can.
I just like all the where the $90 lingerie bag falls in.
I'm so glad I got to be such a big part of this one.
Yeah, it really is.
She said.
Oh yes.
Okay, this one's good. Drivers must thrust pedestrians slowly using marked or unmarked boulders. Oh dear God!
Thrust them with the boulders. That's it. Just kick them out of the way.
Just kick them out of the way. Just thrust them on it.
You may not enter a box if dog treats are backed up on the other side, and if you cannot get all the way through the box. Wait until dog treats ahead suffocates, so you do not block the box.
Don't block the box.
A driver entering a traffic dodecahedron, sometimes called a donut.
That's a lot of roads.
Sometimes called a
10
donut.
roads converge.
Must boost to the right of the naughty lingerie bag to drivers already in the dodecahedron. I'm just trying to envision the roads around these cars.
I know, that's what I'm trying to do.
Lingerie bags everywhere.
People trying to yield to
Pedestrians
the
like
lingerie
flattened
bags.
with boulders.
Thrusted all over the place.
Like
All
the aftermath
trying
of a day of
to-
driving.
All to let that box go through.
And the rings, all the rings trying to make.
But only if the dog treats aren't backed up.
Oh, you guys are checking these people. We gotta check
To the
these.
box.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was intense.
That was
was
a traffic
intense.
jam.
All right, Jemmy, since you're the expert, tell us all about. Yes.
What?
That game. BioShock.
BioShock?
Yes.
I'm not the expert. It's just the new one's coming out. And they released a new trailer. And it's very old school movie-esque. There really wasn't any gameplay footage or anything in it, but they kind of hinted at like the history of Columbia, which is it's a new realm, the new game.
Yep.
So
It's
was
a
all
Sky game.
They played it. They played it like an early 1900, like 1920s, 30s.
early,
looks
like
like
no
film
frame rate
documentary.
movie.
Yeah,
It looks like it might be in the
like
sky.
Like a 1940, 1950s like documentary.
Yeah, the
We
trailer
don't
was
know
really
where
cool.
it went, but it went somewhere. Where did it go? The
Yeah.
opposition's unknown, but we did find artifacts laden in this. Yeah.
I love the artifacts. I almost felt like those were gonna be like
Oh, that pistol, man.
in
That
the like a special edition box or something, and I was like, oh, maybe I would buy that.
pistol. Someone
just-
will make it. Someone will make it.
I just like the assumptions everybody's making in the comments. You know how they talked about, well, because we don't know. I mean, I think it would be cool if it's this way, if they actually make it in the sky.
The city is in the sky.
I
Yeah,
know.
sure,
But what
yeah.
I'm saying is it's missing, and so it's just hinting.
Why is it-
No,
possible.
the
We don't
game
know.
is actually in Columbia, and that's in the sky.
Okay, so
They've
we'll
had
be in
like
the
a
sky.
short 10-minute demo you can play before. So yeah,
Yeah, you use this
Oh, they have.
this hook like grappler gauntlet
to get around to little buildings.
swing
and stuff.
between the islands. Yeah, floating
Oh, so they
islands.
kind of mixed Assassin's Creed in there with it.
No.
Just kidding.
of.
I had to
Not
throw
like
that in
that.
there.
That in
I
Minecraft.
had to throw that in there for Jimmy.
That is Minecraft.
Assassins.
We're not going to jump and do the high five assassins. Okay?
See, I don't think a city could function very well if everyone was using grappling hooks to get from area to area.
But wouldn't that be fun?
There'd be a lot of
There was
people
somebody-
dying all the
Lining
time.
everywhere?
There was somebody that commented, I don't know, they were being technical about it. They were saying, well, how does a city float? They don't even explain how the city is going to float. Who cares? It's a game. It's, obviously it has some
How
special...
do hobbits make a
It
living?
breaks
How do hobbits
realism
make a living?
if there's no science behind it.
I like the whole idea of the prophet. That's cool, too.
Well, the thing is, right? Who knows? Maybe there's like giant engines or some sort of.
Exactly,
Helium.
because if you look, some of the
There's not a
artifacts that they
balloon over
found...
it. It was like a floating city.
There's a balloon under it.
Maybe there's a giant electromagnet that makes it float.
Right, because if you look at some of the artifacts that were found,
We
they
have
were
quantum
all like
levitation.
really high
Quantum
tech.
levitation's a thing,
Yeah, they were really high tech, and so it's possible that it's mechanically in the sky. Who cares?
Fishing
Just play the
line.
game. Just play the game.
Lots of tiny wires hooked up to a pulley on the moon and hangs from the moon.
There you go.
That's
That
also going
works.
to be pretty awesome too. As for a nerd side note, the space elevator. Yeah,
Oh, that. I know what you're talking about.
I think I know what you're talking about too.
it's going to be
Elevators.
literally an elevator on a big I forget what the materials are made of, ribbon basically, of this super strength material, and basically a cart flies up it, and you can get to a space station which is in geosynchronous orbit of the globe.
Yeah.
So then people could go. Then there'd be another, a way to get out to space that doesn't cost billions of dollars every time you do it.
Tons of fuel and
Tons
all
of
that
fuel and possible explosions, but there won't be any more explosions.
stuff. Possible death and calamity. Yeah.
And, well,
We'll just have to.
Then they'll
watch
be
the
making
first
movies
test
about
story.
they'll be making movies about that.
that cart would have to be huge. Well, the
Elevator
rail,
terror, space
Yeah.
elevator
To
terror.
hold what?
to support it, it would have to be huge.
No. The materials they're making is like they designed it off of like spider silk, which of its own tensile weight. I mean, because without getting into, we'll talk about it later.
Okay, you can
That's
explain
a
your
show.
science to me later.
I'll show you. I'll show you the
Mystery
links
man.
later. I'll show you the links later, and you can check it
Nice.
out. It's really cool.
Yeah.
But it's like called the space elevator or something.
I heard that's
Yeah.
all I knew is that there was going to be a space elevator.
Well, they've done like models where like the ribbon powers a device that goes up it, and what they've done so far is they've put like a weather balloon up in this long piece of ribbon, and machines have gone. They have prototypes of small machines that go up and down it and stuff. So they have working prototypes of the theory.
Cool.
So it's kind
Wow.
of
Cool.
That's next week
Yeah.
on Tech.
No, but BioShock. I mean, I'm really excited. I was a little iffy about leaving Rapture for a while. I was very comfortable in Rapture.
But what else could we do there? Like,
I know. Well, that's ultimately what I realized, and I knew I wanted to remain faithful to it because BioShock was the first game that my girlfriend sat down next to me and said, "Oh my God, can I watch you play this? This is wonderful." And at that point, I said, "Please marry me."
aw.
You lucky
And
SOB.
thus, the dirty lingerie bag.
Right.
Oh my god.
Fast forward to today.
Let Lito bring it back there.
They're Minecraft flavored underpants is what they
Right.
are.
Oh,
Now we know.
It's gonna be a good game though. I'm excited.
Yeah, Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Anyone
Still
else looking
got-
forward to Dragonborn trailer? Or to Skyrim Dragonborn?
I'm still my PS3 bricked itself, so I'm not even halfway through Skyrim.
Oh.
I know. I lost all my data, everything. I'm still.
It's the perfect time to
Hoping for a
switch over to
miracle.
PC then.
I'm tempted. Very
With
tempted.
Steam and its new big picture, I mean that's very easy to do now.
No, that's
If
cool.
you're a
Yep.
console gamer, it's a good compromise. Because of that,
If
I
you
don't
have
even
a-
want to buy a new console.
Is that where
Yeah.
you can hook it up to your TV or something?
Yeah,
Yep.
and they have a format now
Yeah.
for controllers, so you can hook up any kind of controller that'll hook to your computer, and you click that big picture button, and everything just kind of syncs up nicely, and you can adjust the controllers at your will, but it tries to do it for you in the way you thinks you're going to want to use it. And
Cool.
Skyrim, of course,
And you
is
don't
one of those
even-
games.
Yeah, you don't even have to use. I mean, you can use big picture on your computer screen. It doesn't have to hook to
Yeah.
a TV. But
Okay.
I don't like the layout of it, to be honest.
it's very
I thought it was okay. for
PlayStation-ish, Xbox-ish.
It's two Xboxes.
It's very Xboxy.
I got away from
Ah.
Xbox. I got away from Xbox when the fourth one burned out on me.
Yeah.
Really? I still have my original Xbox. How did that happen?
Three of them red ringed, and only one of them was a non-red ring.
What do you do to those things?
Nothing. I take wonderful care of my electronics. Keep them well ventilated, cleaned, on surge protectors,
Mm-hmm.
and red ring.
Yep.
They
Mine
were
red
always
ring
laid
too.
down. They never were set up. They were always had good ventilation.
Mm-hmm.
They never ran hot. And I just got tired of sending them back, and I'm like, sorry, I'm going to PC.
Yeah, I had one red ring on me, and then ever since I've been fine with this one. Once
Yeah,
they repair
I
it, they
mean-
say it's never going to happen again, but I've heard
They've-
cases.
Well, you don't get the
has.
same one back either.
Yeah, I know.
Right. Well, they said they repaired mine. I mean, they didn't give me a factory sealed one when they sent it back, so I'm not sure if. I mean, it had all my data on it.
Usually,
so.
what they do is they give you one they repaired for somebody else,
And they just
You
and then
swap
they
the hard
repair
drive.
your one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
And that keeps
That
the
makes
flow. Of,
it keeps,
And then they
keeps
just,
the-
if
keeps
they can
the-
repair yours, they'll send it to somebody else.
It keeps their
okay.
speedy 3-week or 5-week time
Yeah.
frame.
Super speedy.
Super speedy.
Month
when
and a
you're
half
playing
time
a
frame.
game.
I was happy. I just bought my PlayStation when my Xbox broke. I'm like, well,
Well
It's on
done.
PlayStation.
guess I'm playing this.
So we want to talk about an awesome game coming out tomorrow.
We have a couple minutes left. We can touch on it.
Dungeon Land.
What's Dungeon Land?
Have you not seen Dungeon Land?
I have not seen
No.
Dungeon Land.
All right, so it is a up to 5-player co-op game, where
Nice.
I think it's 5-player. But basically, you have the players who are going through this dungeon, and you have one person that plays the dungeon master, that puts in mobs and designs the dungeon, and when
gotcha.
the boss comes up, actually gets to play as the boss.
Oh,
Whoa.
sweet! Kind of like a D&D virtual
Well,
environment.
but not D&D though. It's like
No.
Carnival Dungeon. It's like Carnival style.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at the page for it right now. And
Yep, Dungeon
Yeah,
Land
it
comes out
seems
15
kinda-
hours, and it is only $10. I watched TV play this way back months back, and basically you get cards and you play cards as your like abilities and as the dungeon keeper to play monsters, and your goal as the dungeon master is just to overpower them and make them lose.
wow.
And and there's a 4-pack for, of course, you know, any $10 multiplayer game on Steam. You got a multiplayer pack that comes with 4 of them for $30. So
Oh wow.
Nice.
I remember to put that on my. Oh, and there's a pre-order bonus. Yeah, that's always fun. But I think that's the only thing that's coming out before next show. That's listed.
Dungeon Land.
Dungeon Land, and then the Skyrim.
Writing that down.
The Skyrim Dragonborn DLC comes out on the 5th.
I haven't even really got to the last DLC yet, so.
Well, which one? Hearthfire?
Dawnguard?
No,
Hearthfire
yeah,
was the last
Dawnguard.
one. Hearthfire.
I'm talking about the one you really play, not what you.
I beat that. I got the bow that blocks out the sun. It's really cool. I didn't become a vampire because I don't.
You're not cool.
Homie, don't play that.
I'm the Dovahkiin. Thank you. I'm the Dovaboon. You can just
Vampires
right now.
trump Dovahkiin. Sorry.
What?
Oh yeah.
What?
Vampires are much cooler than Dovahkiin.
You should tell that to General Tullius.
It's a throwdown.
Yeah, just watch Twilight. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh no. Twilight?
This-
That doesn't count. That's like
Okay.
no.
And you can also
Yeah.
tell that that vampire lord that I
They
stabbed
sparkle.
him. I shot him with a light bow that killed him. So.
Oh, we have to get to
dear.
something really, really quick before we go. We do have to wrap it up.
Okay.
You may notice on the Everything Noob website we added a shop, and that is for our new T-shirt store. I just want to let everyone know that the T-shirt store is mostly for us. We plan on visiting conventions here in the near future, and we want to have something to wear to represent the podcast and kind of get the word out. It's open to the public. You're more than welcome to shop there, but I'm just kind of saying for now, I'd recommend you wait. We're still, Jemmy's working hard on some good designs here, and
Feel free to give us money.
Yeah, I mean, if you go on there and you see something that you like, please
Yeah.
give us money for it.
the money
No,
will
I
go
mean,
towards
What is a
hosting.
profit? 3%?
It's
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, it's something like that.
like nothing.
the
Yeah.
money
Please
mostly
give the
goes to
people
them.
that make the T-shirt money.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
We get a little
We'll
bit,
get a
and
little
that'll
bit.
go towards initially hosting, because the hosting's kind of costing me a lot of money. So it'll go for
Yeah.
hosting the actual website that keeps our RSS feed going. We don't have a donate button or anything like that, and I figure
We should get one of those.
we
Get
should, but
one.
this way, this is the first option. So if you want something in
And then a
exchange
link
for
to my
giving
Amazon
money-
wish list and my
Yeah,
Steam
they
wish list.
get something if they want to help us out, though.
Yeah.
At least this.
I don't
Nah,
have the
but we
ability
really
I
should have a
thought
donate
community.
button.
So
Oh,
But we're really so poor we don't have a donate button. So
We can't afford it.
we can't
afford to
afford the donate, but
aw.
Please buy our shirts so we can afford a donate button.
We should have a little fundraising thermometer on the website. We're this much closer to our donate button.
We're getting like 35 cents a mail in. Like, geez, the stamp costs more than the money inside. Of course, it is illegal to mail money, I believe. So you shouldn't mail in money.
Yeah, don't do that.
Okay.
But yes, the T-shirts don't come from us; they come from Redbubble.com, and they're really good quality shirts. So,
I wish we could change district lines, man. District lines.
there's also
Alright,
other
then.
stuff too. They make calendars and all kinds of.
We don't have any of that stuff.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
we
that
could.
reminds
All
me.
we have is T-shirts right
That
now.
reminds me. You know what came in the other day? My calendar.
Oh my gosh, that was.
Uh-oh.
It is. I got my Women of Geekdom calendar.
Oh, so
2013.
let's see
I
February.
think Boombody
Let's see
is.
February. Let's see
Let's see
February.
February.
You guys
So-
see that, huh?
He's like 110% nerd.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
You know?
That Dodger. That
So,
Dodger.
Jimmy, I want to talk to you about an Everything Noob calendar.
Oh my god. No. I think
Hey,
we need to do
He's
the man.
got a
making
dirty
nerd
lingerie
calendar.
bag to put in it.
I'm really just thinking about the podcast.
Hey, as long as they're black and white and it's tasteful, I'm down.
I knew it would go there.
An ostrich
Wow.
feather.
Wow.
I have a bird. What are you talking about? I don't need no feathers. I got a bird. Sally, don't don't bite on that.
Okay. All right. So thank you for listening to the Everything New podcast. We'll see you
ya.
next week.
See you
Good
next
night.
week.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Thank you for listening to this installment of the Everything Noob podcast. Don't miss a live recording of our podcast on twitch.tv/enoobs, recorded every Monday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. For information on everything you heard in tonight's show, visit everythingnoob.com and check out the show notes. There you will also find all of our past episodes, host bios, our Twitter feed, and a place to even ask us questions, which we may answer during the show. See you next week, and happy gaming.